everyone. Good morning. I moved the desk over to the window so I could get some beautiful natural light, and it's just changed up the whole room. It really changed up the whole room. So welcome to my all signs reading, talking about Saturn going into Aries. This is a very beautiful transit, a really wonderful opportunity for us to try on this energy. I'll give the dates right now, but they're all listed below. So this transit is a very short transit. Although Saturn will eventually go into Aries completely in February of 2026, we get to dip our toes into new energy. So on the 24th of May, 2025, Saturn, our interdisciplinarian, is going to go into the sign of Aries, the star front view of my life. On the 13th of July, 2025, Saturn will go retrograde. We're only getting to 1 degree of Aries here, only getting to 1 degree. On the 1st of September, 2025, Saturn will retrograde back into Pisces energy. That's the entirety of this reading for today. It's the 24th of May to the 1st of September. That's it. The next key dates to be aware of, the 27th of November is when Saturn will go direct in Pisces energy at 25 degrees. On the 13th of February, Saturn will go into Aries energy and will be there for a few years. The most important date to get excited about is the 20th of February. This is when Neptune and Saturn conjunct the same point in the sky together at 0 degrees of Aries, at the very first degree of the entire zodiac wheel. It's beginning and end of all things. This is such a beautiful transit, such a beautiful time that we're in, and navigating this time takes self-awareness, it takes mastery, it takes patience, it takes adaptability, it takes having a why statement, all the things that I talk about. It's, there are reasons that I give you this advice. It's to have practical tools to navigate the energies of the out there. And if this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Sarah. This is my Multidimensional Caffè. It's just you and I having some coffee, having some water, some tea, some juice, maybe a snack. And we're talking about the awakening. We're talking about being leaders of the new world, the new earth, and how we can understand and how we can harness this energy. I found it to be very, very fascinating. So usually I equate Saturn with the Devil card. This is the Capricorn card, but he has the glyph of Saturn on his hands. So this is Capricorn energy. But what's really interesting is that the Saturn card in modern tarot talks about the world. And one of my favorite reference books, where did I put it? I want to highlight Rachel Pollack. I really enjoy this book, and it's where a lot of this information on the tarot came from. So Saturn, can sometimes be equated to the hermit. Being alone, studying, looks like, the archetypal Saturn. But the world being the end, as Saturn is the last planet that you can see with your naked eye without a telescope. So the end, the beginning and end of all things. This is the Aries card. We know him. We love him. We talk about him all the time. It's good stuff. The Ram. He's running his life. A little bit rigid, but it's good to have structure. A number 4. The Two of Wands represents the first decan, Aries energy, cardinal fire, the beginning of wand energy. So the encompassment of all that I offer you is coming together with this transit. And so I am so jazzed about this. I love Saturn energy. I have a Capricorn moon, so my intuition is run by Mr. Saturn over here. So I am very excited about this transit. I think it's going to be triggering AF for a lot of people. I think it's going to be foundationally, if what we're creating, the storefront view of my life, if what we're working on is not being built on a solid foundation, then it will fall apart. For good reason. You don't want to build a house on sand. We're not building sandcastles right now. We're literally leading the way to build new earth with our thoughts, words, actions, and intentions. But a lot of the times, this is happening in the physical world as well, where we're being asked to move. We're going to certain areas. We're doing all of these new things. So really finding grace when something is not working. I love a resounding no. I love a resounding no. I'm making some notes. No. Beautiful. I love a resounding no. It means A, that I'm putting myself out there and I'm trying things on and I'm going to new places, and B, I'm clear. When you get a resounding no, it means you're clear. It means that your channel is clear, you're receiving divine messages clearly, you just have to keep going. It's like that leadership phrase, if I told you you were 10 failures, but like 10 no's away from your biggest success, you'd probably fail a lot more often. You'd probably want to fail a lot more often. So keep shooting your shot. Those beautiful sets and reps that I always talk about, keep it up. Keep it up. So I think that is my introduction to this energy. And again, like I said, this transit is taking us from the 24th of May, 2025 to the 1st of September, 2025. I want us to really try this on. We're going to go through step by step. And please, as always, watch for your rising sign first, and then for your sun and the moon to get the vibration and the energy. But really, where is early degree Aries in your chart? Do you have any planets at early degree Aries? 0. I would like to 2, maybe to 2 degrees. 0, 1, 2, and maybe like 28 Pisces. Like wherever this is, find where this is in your chart. We all have this in our chart. Literally the beginning and end of all things. So let's get into the reading. I'm just listening to the guys. One thing that I do want to talk about, that I really want to talk about, there are some outer planet aspects that are being made this year, next year, all throughout the next little bit. And this is really unprecedented. This is like, and I mean, my millennials like a cigarette, please. Kidding. But this is, I'll highlight also the work of Pam Gregory. These aspects that I'm about to show you have really not happened either for a very, 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 very long time, like hundreds, if not thousands of years, if ever. So where we end off, the 1st of September, 2025, when Saturn goes into Pisces energy. And this is going to take us until 2027. I have a whole video. I'll put the link below. 2024 to 2027. The changing of the guides. There's some big astrological components in there as well. It's timestamped, so you don't have to watch the whole thing. So when we get to September 1st, 2025, we'll have Pluto at 1 degree of Aquarius. It's Pluto. We're going to have Uranus at 1 degree of Gemini. We're going to have Neptune at 1 degree of Aries, and Saturn will be at 29 degrees of Pisces. sextiling, trining each other. Like, my guy, these are slow movers. These are slow movers. I also want to highlight as well the other slow movers, the North Node and the South Node. This is how big this time is right now. This is a big deal. So the North Node and the South Node, and I follow the mean node and the mean Lilith, so the true won't be by exactitude. I'm going to put this over here so I can. The North Node's going to be at 18 degrees of Pisces, and the South Node will be at 18 degrees of Virgo. We'll have Jupiter, our abundant, gregarious planet, slow mover. This is in trine to each other, and this is in sextile to each other. These are all the outer planets. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Like Mercury, Venus, and Mars, those are the inner planets, the personal planets, they call them. I'm not talking about Lilith, I'm not talking about Chiron. We're talking about the planets. So wherever these aspects are falling in your chart, without question, this is upgrading. Without question, this is scripted. Without question, this is important. Without question. So take your time. I would really, I want to say recommend, but implore you to look at your own birth chart. Look at the birth chart of your company. Look at the chart of the country that you reside in, and just see where these aspects are. This is what? Okay. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's